ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्द राधा कान्द नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयति गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनदारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसूक्तां सञ्जीवयति अखिलशक्तिधरस्वदाम्नां। अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणां नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं। जयदं सुरदो पङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतिर्गति मत्सर्वस्य पादाम्बुजो राधा मदन मोहनो। परमानंद पाठाय प्रेमवर्षि अक्षराय दे सर्वदा सर्वसेव्याय श्रीकृष्णाय नमोस्तु मे। तमादिदेवं करुणानिधानं तमालवर्णं सुहृदावतारम् अपार संसार समुद्र सेतुं भजामहे भागवत स्वरूपं। गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत। So welcome all the devotees for today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. So we are starting Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, first verse. With all your prayers and blessings of all our Gurujanas, let us embark on this, magnum opus, Srimad Bhagavatam, the wisdom literature of our Sanatana Dharma, which can enlighten us to live a life that will benefit the mankind as well as for all of us to reach the final destination. Hare Krishna. So let us start the first verse. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You can repeat after me.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Janmadi yasya yato
Janmadhyasya yato
Anvayad itaratas
Anvayat itirat
Charteshu Abhijñaswarat Tene Brahma
Tene Brahma
Hridaya Adi Kavaye Muhyandi Yat Suraya Tejo Varimritam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha Dhamna Svena
Dhamna Svena
Tada Nirasta Kuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi.
Satyam Param Dhimahi.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Janmadi yasya yatonvayadi taradaschattesva vidnyaswarat.
जन्माद्यस्य यतो अन्वरादियतः अर्थेष्वाभिज्ञा स्वराट्
तेने ब्रह्मृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरया.
ब्रह्मा हृदय आदि मोहन्ति यत्
तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा.
तेजो वारी मृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गयो मृषा
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि.
धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि.
Hare Krishna, who wants to recite this?
Can I recite?
Yeah, please.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. जन्मान्धस्य यतो अन्विरादादि रतःश्च अर्थेष्वभिज्ञा स्वराट तेने ब्रह्मा हृदया आदि कवये मुहन्ति यत्सूरया तेजो बारी ब्रदाम यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषः धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि.
Hari Bol. I'll read the translation. Okay. O my Lord, Sri Krishna, son of Vasudeva, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Sri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance, and destruction of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations and is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. As one is bewildered by the illusory representations of water seen in fire or land seen on water, only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifested by the reactions of the three modes of nature appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Now, we should understand that Srimad Bhagavatam, okay, the first canto, the first chapter, the first three verses, very, very important. It teaches us three important knowledge. The first sloka teaches us the Sambandha Jnana. So what is Sambandha Jnana means? Who am I? Who is God? What is my relationship with the God? This is Sambandha Jnana. Okay? The first principle that teaches us is who am I? Who is the Supreme Lord? And what is my relationship with the Supreme Lord? That is the first sloka teaches us. And the presiding deity for this Sambandha Jnana is, can anyone say who is that? Who is the presiding deity for the Sambandha Jnana? I have in my earlier classes many times given this information. Anyone remembers?
Brahmas.
That is Parag Prabhu. Yes, Vivek Prabhu, you want to say something?
No, Brahmaji, Prabhuji?
No, not Brahmaji. Parag Prabhu, are you there? Are you listening?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
No, Prabhuji.
Who is the presiding deity for Sambandha Jnana?
Shiva, Prabhuji?
No.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
Radha Madan Mohan. Okay. So the presiding deity, the Adhisthana Pradishta for Sambandha Jnana is Radha Madan Mohan. And who is the Acharya for Radha Madan Mohan?
Sanatana Goswami, Prabhuji.
Sanatana Goswami. Hari Bol. Okay, so the first shloka is teaching us who am I, who is the Lord, and what is my connection with the Supreme Lord. This is the teaching that it gives. And the presiding deity for that Sambandha Jnana is Radha Madan Mohan, and the Acharya is Sanatana Goswami. Is it clear? Okay. And second sloka, it teaches us the Abhideya Jnana. Okay, the process. So what is the process to understand who am I, who is God, and how we can re-establish this relationship? So this is the second sloka's teaching, that is Abhideya, the process by which we can understand who am I, who is God, and what is our relationship. And who is the presiding deity for this jnana, Abhideya jnana? Can anyone say? Radha Govindji. Okay, Radha Govindji. And who is the Acharya?
Rupa Goswami Prabhuji.
Rupa Goswami. Hari Bol. Very good. And similarly, the third sloka teaches us the Prayojana Jnana. What is the Prayojana? The ultimate goal. Ultimate goal is, what is ultimate goal? What is our ultimate goal? Can anyone say?
Going back to Godhead, Prabhuji, and becoming
Yes,
devotee?
that is beyond
Sorry,
that. You have to go beyond that.
Becoming a pure devotee.
Love, Krishna love, Prabhu.
Yes, Krishna Prema. That is ultimate goal. After going back home, back to Godhead, what we have to do? We have to
Krishna
do
Prema.
devotion service and attain Krishna Prema. So that is the Prayojana. And who is the presiding deity for Adhisthana Pratishtha for this particular jnana is Radha Gopinathji. Radha Gopinathji. Okay, so first one is Radha Madan Mohan, second one is Radha Govindji, third one is Radha Gopinathji. And who is the Acharya for this? The third one, the Prayojana Jnana.
Prabhuji, Madhu.
No, not Madhu Pandit.
No.
Raghunath Das Goswami. Okay. Raghunath Das Goswami. So is it clear? All the three knowledge, this is a preface. So for Srimad Bhagavatam, there is a preface. So these three shlokas, very important shlokas. It gives us the preface of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sambandha Jnana, Abhideya Jnana, and Prayojana Jnana. Got it? Okay.
And
now, yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kapil
So,
Prabhu.
You said this first one is Radha Madan Mohan. How
Yeah.
what is that?
The presiding deity, deity for Sambandha Jnana.
Okay.
And the Acharya for that Jnana, Sambandha Jnana, is Sanatana Goswami. Like that.
And second, Prabhuji?
Second is Radha Govindji, and the Acharya is Rupa Goswami.
Radha Govindji. Huh?
Radha Govindji. All deities of Vrindavan.
Okay,
And third one is Radha Gopinathji, and the Acharya is Raghunath Das Goswami.
Acharya second for second, Prabhuji?
Rupa Goswami.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Now in this sloka, the first line, very, very important, significant. Why? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Okay, Om Namo, I pay my prostrated obeisances to that Bhagavan who is known as Vasudeva. And who is Vasudeva? Son of Vasudeva. So Vasudeva is son of Vasudeva. So Krishna has so many names, isn't it? So one of the name of Krishna is Vasudeva, the son of Vasudeva. And who is that Vasudeva? Bhagavate, he is a Bhagavan. So what are the characteristics of Bhagavan? Can anyone say?
Six opulence.
Yes.
Six opulences. Guruji.
Yes, Haribol, 6 opulences.
Yes.
Aisharyasya samagrasya Viryascha yasasya Sriya Jnana Vairagyas-chaiva Shannam Bhaga Idingana. Okay, all the opulences in full, 100%. Aisharyasya samagrasya. Okay, in full. Virya, what is that? Virya means strength, well. Okay, 100% strength. We also have strength. But what is our strength? We can carry 5 kilo, 10 kilo, 20 kilo, 50 kilo, 100 kilo. That is our strength. What is the strength of the Supreme Lord? On his strength, all these planetary systems are floating in the orbit without any collision. Can we do that? That is the strength of the Supreme Lord. 100% strength. Okay. Our strength is nothing. We also have strength, but it is insignificant. Okay. Viryasya yashas. What is yashas means? Fame. No, Lord, Supreme Lord. People may call in different name. Some may call Rama, some may call Krishna, some may call Allah, some may call Jesus Christ. But he is famous throughout his creation. Even the atheist who doesn't believe in God, they know about, because he doesn't believe in God, because they know there is some phenomenon called God in whom they don't believe. So God is famous even among the atheists throughout his creation, isn't it? What about our fame and name? Our name and fame is very limited. Let's take the example of some film personalities or political personalities. Let us take the example of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, he is famous, right? How many more years he will be famous? Another 200 years? He is known to all the people in this planet now currently. But how far this fame will go? Another 100 years? 200 years? But his fame will decrease, diminish. He is not famous in the upper planetary system, nor in the lower planetary system. Is he? No. But Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is famous throughout the creation, both in the material world and in the spiritual world. Is Mahatma Gandhi is famous in the lower planetary system and upper planetary system? Even if, how long he will be? It may go another 100 years or 200 years. After that, he will be forgotten. Another person will come. So it is temporary. Our fame and name is very temporary. Okay. Viryasya yasa Shri. Shri means wealth and beauty. Okay. Krishna's beauty. Okay. Rukmani Mata wrote a letter, first love letter in the history. Who wrote? Rukmani Mata wrote to Sri Krishna. Even without seeing, only by hearing, Rukmani Mata, could figure out the beauty of Lord Krishna just by hearing from sages, from the devotees. So she addressed in the letter to Krishna, Bhuvana Sundara. What is Bhuvana Sundara means? Tribhuvana. All the 3 worlds. He is beautiful. Okay, upper planet system, middle planet system, and lower planet system. He is beautiful. There is no one equal to his beauty in the 3 planetary systems. His Tribhanga Lalita form, so beautiful, rain-filled clouds color, complexion, bluish dark complexion, so beautiful, so attractive. So nobody can compete with his beauty. And wealth. He is the proprietor, he is the owner, he is the controller, he is the master, and he is the enjoyer of all his creation. So is there anybody who can compete in wealth with him? No. Okay. Then jnana, knowledge. Knowledge, his knowledge about the past, present, and future, is unlimited. Whatever has happened in the past, whatever is happening now, and whatever is going to happen in future, he knows about. That's why he's called omniscient. Sarvatnya. Okay, so his knowledge is 100% complete and perfect. Whereas what is our knowledge? Yesterday at this particular time, what I was doing, I don't even remember. This is the extent of our knowledge, isn't it? Okay, then comes renunciation, vairagya. Even though he has all these opulences in full, he is totally detached from this, not at all attached. Suppose we have some beauty or strength or wealth or some other opulences, even little, we'll be so proud, we'll be so much attached, isn't it? The beauty queens of this world, they take care of their beauty. Even a small scratch happens on their face, how much worried they will be. They're so attached to their beauty, isn't it? Because they want to maintain it, uphold their position as beauty queens always. So they are not at all renounced. They have so much of attachment. So this is called Bhagavan. Who has given this definition for Bhagavan? Parashara Muni. Parashara Muni is the father of Vyasadeva. He is a great Vedic exponent. So the first line itself, Vyasadeva is paying his respectful obeisances to that Bhagavan who has the opulences of all the 6 opulences in full, who is the son of Vasudeva. Now, can anyone say that is there anybody apart from Vasudeva who can take the position of Vasudeva? He is the only one, the one and only. Nobody can substitute his position. He is one without a second. Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasabha Pritya. So there is only one God and is Krishna. The rest, all of them are Britya, Sevaks, servants. Ours is a monotheistic religion. Do you all agree with me? Ours is a monotheistic religion. Do you all agree with me or not?
Monotheism is single God, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is. You cannot have a joint venture. Okay, for 100 years you become God, another 100 years I will become God. It's not a joint venture company. The God is only one. He is one without a second. Isn't it? So God has so many avatars, so many representatives. That is there. But God is only one. Okay, once it so happened, I think it was in Kumbh Mela. Okay, so many tents are there for different sadhus in Kumbh Mela. So Srila Prabhupada was there in that Kumbh Mela meeting. So some of the brahmachari from other sampradaya came to meet Srila Prabhupada. So during the conversation, Srila Prabhupada asked this brahmachari from other sampradaya, who is God? Can you tell me who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Then the brahmacharis said, Swamiji, it is very difficult to answer in one word. That person, that Shakti, that Tejas, who has no akara, nirakara, nirvishesha, nirguna. That light or that Tejas, that Shakti can be termed as the Brahman. So that was the answer. They are not sure. They did not say that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whereas in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Vedescha sarver aham eva vedyo, Vedanta kritveda videvacha. To know all the Vedas mean to know me. I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He very categorically says that. But still, this brahmacharis who are born and brought up in India and knows all these Vedas, they cannot say that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. So at the same time, there was a little girl playing around near Prabhupada. Her name is Saraswati. Okay. Daughter of Prabhupada's disciples, Shyam Sundar Prabhu and Maldi Mataji. Prabhupada called Saraswati, Saraswati, please come here. She immediately came running to Prabhupada. Prabhupada gave her a laddu and asked Saraswati, Saraswati, tell me, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead? Immediately she replied, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even a little girl of 5 years knew who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Whereas a brahmachari who is born and brought up in India could not figure out who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See the pathetic condition. If you ask followers of Christianity, who is God? Immediately they will say, Jesus Christ, isn't it? If you ask Muslim people, the followers of Islam, who is God? Immediately they will say Allah. There is no second thought. Everybody unanimously says that, irrespective of which sect they are from, either Christianity or Islam. They say immediately, Islam will say Allah and Christianity will say Jesus Christ. Whereas you ask 10 different Hindus, you will get 10 different names of God. Isn't it? One will say Vishnu is God, one will say Lord Shiva is God, one will say Ganapati is God, one will say Hanuman is God, one will say Devi is God, one will say that Baba is God, this Baba is God. See the pathetic condition? We don't have one God. We have so many gods. They think that, but there is only one God, but there are so many avatars, expansions, incarnations, representations of God. That we have to understand. Just like in a corporate structure, there is an owner, proprietor, and under him there are so many managers who are managing the whole office affairs. Similarly, there is only one God for the entire creation, and he has appointed many of his confidential associates to manage the universal affairs. We should never think that they're all gods. They're all subservient to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who are empowered by him to manage these affairs. So one cannot equate anyone to that position. That's why the Supreme Lord is known as Asama Urdhva. Nobody is equal to him, and nobody is above him. So in the first sloka itself, Vyasadeva condemns that there are many gods. There's only one God. Although people may worship different God for whatever reason, but there is only one Supreme Lord. So this is the first lesson. And it says, Janmadi asya yato, Janma Adi. What is that Janma Adi means? The creation, the maintenance, and the destruction. Everything is done by whom? Everything is done by the Supreme Lord only, through his agents or through his representations. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam Hedunanena Kaunteya Jagat Viparivartate. Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti, under my supervision, this Prakriti, this material nature is working, getting manifested, getting unmanifested at frequent interval under my supervision. Even in Brahma Samhita, Brahma says, Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Ega. Everything, all this Srishti Sthiti Pralaya, that means creation, maintenance, and destruction. Everything is done by my order through my own Shakti Devi. So, as per the desire of the Supreme Lord, the material nature is being manifested, unmanifested, created, maintained, and annihilated from time to time in different intervals, okay, through the agency of his own external energy, Maya. Okay, so the Janmadhyasya, the creation, sustenance, and destruction are done by the Supreme Lord, either directly or indirectly. And another very important word here from this, we have to point out is Swarat. What is Swarat means? Independent. Lord is totally independent. He doesn't have to depend on anything else or anyone else. That's why he's Swarat. At his own sweet will, he creates, he maintains, he destroys. What about us? We are part and parcel of that Supreme Lord. Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha, Manashashtani Indriyani, Pragadistani Karshari. Mamai Vamso Jiva Loke. In this material world, everyone is my Amsha, my part and parcel. So what is the duty of part and parcel? To serve the whole, isn't it? Our different parts, hands, legs, eyes, nose, ears, all these organs are supposed to serve the whole body, isn't it? Being part and parcel of our body, my hand should cooperate with the whole body. Similarly, we being the part and parcel of that Supreme Lord should serve the Supreme Lord, the whole body. So that's why he's called Swarat. He's independent, totally independent. Rest all of us are dependent on the Supreme Lord. Okay. Then another word is very significant in this is Abhijna. Okay. Abhijna. So what is the meaning of Abhijna? Fully cognizant. Cognizant means to know. Fully cognizant means to know everything. What is his knowledge? Whatever is happening in any nook and corner of his creation, he knows. Whatever has happened in the past, he knows. Whatever is happening now, he knows. Whatever is going to happen, he knows. Because he is situated in our heart as Paramatma. Not only in the hearts of all living entities, he is situated in each and every atom. That's why he knows everything. He is fully cognizant. What about our knowledge? Our knowledge is very, very limited. Even how I am breathing continuously, inhaling and exhaling, I don't know how this is happening. How this system is working, how this digestive system is working, how my breathing is working, how this procreation is working. I don't know anything. Within my own body, there are so many functions happening. Am I doing all these things? No, I don't know. Everything is automatically happening, even without my own initiative activities, without my initiation. Everything is happening. So Lord knows everything. Abhijna. And how is that Lord gave this knowledge to Brahma? We all know Brahma was created from the navel, from the lotus that sprouted from the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. So from the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, a lotus sprouted, and on the lotus, Lord Brahma was given birth. That lotus is the abode of Lord Brahma. That's called Satyaloka. So after he was created, Lord Brahma didn't know what to do. Who am I? What is the purpose of my life? What am I supposed to do? He doesn't know anything. So when he went through the stem of that lotus to find out, is there any clue about his birth, about the purpose of his birth? So he went down through the stem of that lotus, for thousands and thousands of celestial years. He could not get an end to that. He could not find out anything. So he came back all the way, to the lotus. That time he heard an ashariri, a celestial voice, tapaha, 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 do austerity. So he meditated upon the Supreme Lord for hundreds of celestial years. Then he got imparted the necessary knowledge into his heart. Okay. So he got the knowledge of secondary creation. In other words, Lord Krishna or Garbhodaya Vishnu imparted to his knowledge, transferred the knowledge necessary by Vedas, by giving him Vedas. So Lord Brahma got the knowledge transferred from the Garbhodaya Vishnu into his heart. So he got enlightened. Now he knows what he should do, what is the purpose of his life. So he was empowered to give bodies to all the living entities as per the desires and karma phala of that particular living. 84 lakhs species of lives. 84 lakh species of lives. They all should get bodies according to their desires and the karma phala, the reactions of their work. So this task was given to Lord Brahma. For that, he should have ingredients, okay, to give body. And the Lord supplied that ingredients. That's called the Panchabhuta. Bhumirapo Analo Vayu Kam Mano Buddhi. Ashta, that's 8. 5 gross elements, 3 subtle elements. So with this, he gave bodies to all the living entities. Because once the destruction is done, all the living entities goes back to the abdomen of Vishnu. Okay, and again remanifestation takes place. So all the living entities are impregnated in the material nature by Vishnu. And Lord Brahma has to give them the necessary bodies according to the desires and karma. So this is the task given by Lord Vishnu to Brahma. So for that he should have knowledge. Suppose now you're all engineers, okay? So to do that particular field of activities, engineering activities, you need some qualification. For that, you have to go to an engineering college, get the necessary qualification. Without getting this knowledge, can you be an engineer? No, it's not possible. So Brahma is the chief engineer of this universe. He got the knowledge from Lord Krishna or Vishnu directly. Whereas we have to go to the university, study, puts in a lot of effort and study. And here Brahma, by his total surrenderance to the Supreme Lord, the necessary knowledge was imparted to his heart, so that he could take up the task of secondary creation, that is Visarga. The primary creation is known as Sarga, the secondary creation is known as Visarga. Okay. So by him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. Okay, what is this illusion that we are talking about here? So by the Supreme Lord, even the demigods, including Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, all are put into illusion. Okay, by him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. What is the illusion? That to make us think that this world is permanent place for us. This world is made for our enjoyment. These are all illusion, isn't it? This world is Dukhalayam Ashashwadam. It is temporary. It is a world full of miseries. So how can this be real? So even the demigods get perplexed, sometimes thinking that this is a world of, happiness and pleasure and permanence. So even they are put into illusion. And this world is manifested by the combination of three modes of material nature, which are known as sattva, rajas, and tamoguna. And because we are entangled in this material world within the influence of the three modes of material nature, we think that this is real. Okay, although it is temporary. So this is the misconception we all of us have. That is the reason that we don't approach the Supreme Lord. We think that this place is a place for us to enjoy. All these things that are available in this nature is for our enjoyment. We have forgotten Krishna. We have turned our face from Krishna. And we are trying to enjoy this material world to the maximum level possible, forgetting the very fact that this place is a place of miseries. So therefore, I meditate upon him, Lord Sri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendent abode, which is forever free from the illusory representations of the material. So that abode where Lord Krishna is residing, the Vaikuntha planets, it is totally free from the illusory representations. It is a permanent, eternal world full of bliss and knowledge. It is not made up of any material elements like earth, water, air, fire, ether, and all. It is made of Satchit and Ananda. Okay. To that Supreme Lord, I meditate. I pay my respectful obeisances, Sashtang Pranam, because he is the absolute truth. He is the Vastava Vastu. He is the Param Satya. We are all relative truth. He is the absolute truth. Why we are relative? Because we are dependent on the Supreme Lord. Our body is temporary, soul is eternal. Okay, and relative means today we may feel something, tomorrow it changes. It's not permanent, it's not eternal. If it is absolute means always it remains. There'll not be any change. For example, relative truth, for Kapil Prabhu, today is a very good day. For me, it's a very bad day. If it is absolute truth, for Kapil Prabhu as well as for me, it should be a good day. For related to Kapil Prabhu, it is a good day. For me, it is a bad day. So, relative. If it is absolute, for all of us, it should be good. It will not change. So, according to time, place, and circumstances, according to person, it may vary the truth. So that's why it is truth but relative. For some it is okay, from some it is not okay. It keeps changing. So in the spiritual world, everything is absolute. So that is the difference. So he is the Param Satyam. Apart from him, nothing is truth. We think that it is truth, but it is not truth. Because we are temporary. We have no permanent existence in this material world. So if there is anything permanent, eternal, that can be called truth. Happiness. Is it for you, today you are happy, tomorrow you will not be happy. You are happy, at the same time I am not happy. It's relative. So your happiness need not be my happiness. It keeps changing. That's why it is said, I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth, Param Satyam. It's never changing. So we have just read the translation only today. Purport, it's a long purport. We have to read it and explain wherever possible. So that we'll be doing next week. So for now, we'll have some, questions or some comments or some doubts we can discuss for 5-10 minutes. So next week, please read this translation and purport once, so that it will be easy for us to discuss. Okay, at least it may take at least 10-15 minutes for you to read the purport. It's a long purport, especially this particular verse. It's a long purport. So please read it and come. Then it will be easy for us to discuss. If there is any doubt, also you can note it down. So we'll try to discuss and answer those questions. So I will stop sharing here. Okay.
Prabhuji, I want
Yeah.
to take screenshot.
Yes, Madaji.
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah, you said something, Madaji. You want?
I don't have the book, so
Okay.
I want to
So
take
that you,
this.
please go to the Veda base. You have internet at home, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Please go to Veda base.
Okay.
Okay.
Prabhuji.
Vedabase.io.
.I.
Okay. There you will get what
Okay.
you call the Srimad Bhagavatam, the first canto, first chapter, first verse.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
You can read that. So those who do not have Srimad Bhagavatam book, please read from the Veda base. So any other questions or any comments, or somebody wants to share something?
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhuji, one question is that there are these couple of sloks on this Sambandha Jnana, Atideva Jnana and Prayojana Jnana.
Yeah.
So on this, which one actually related to which one? In this slok?
The first is Sambandha, second verse is Abhideya, and the third verse is Prayojana.
I think there are five or six lines.
No, the verse, the whole verse.
Achha,
First
then the whole-
sloka is dealing with the Sambandha Jnana. Second sloka is dealing with the Abhideya Jnana, the process. And the third sloka is dealing with the Prayojana Jnana. Like that. Okay. Or in other words, I can say that the first sloka is teaching us who is Supreme Personality of Godhead.
So you are saying, Prabhuji, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, first sloka.
No. First, that is first line. The whole sloka,
line.
what we have taken,
Whole sloka, okay.
whole sloka. Now second and third is coming only.
Okay. That is why I was thinking that in this, which one is Aditya and which one?
Not the line. The whole sloka, what we have read it, the first sloka only. We have not read the second and third yet.
Okay. So this is the
First one
first
you
sloka.
said, Prabhuji, who is
Sambandha Jnana.
Sambandha Jnana. Today, what we have taken is because Sambandha Jnana, first of all, we should know who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is very clear. In the first sloka, it is glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. Okay. So that is glorification of Lord Krishna in the first sloka. In the second sloka, the glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam, who is non-different from Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. So second sloka is glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. Third sloka is inviting us, Vyasadeva is inviting us to study Srimad Bhagavatam so that we can attain the ultimate goal of life. So first one is glorification of Supreme Lord Krishna. Second one is glorification of Srimad Bhagavatam. Third one is invitation to all of us to study Srimad Bhagavatam scrutinizingly so that we can attain the ultimate goal of human life. That is Krishna Prema. So these are the three.
And Prabhuji, one more question is Sambandha Yoga, you said Radha Madan Mohan.
Yeah,
Aditya
Sambandha Jnana, the presiding deity is Radha Madan Mohan.
Okay. Aditya Jnana, Radha Govinda. And
Yeah.
Prayojana Jnana, Radha Gopinath.
Yeah, right.
So why, Prabhuji, why three different, deities? Like Radha Madan Mohan, I can understand because Sambandha Jnana maybe.
Yeah, for different, because by praying to Radha Madan Mohan, we will be able to understand our sambandha with the Supreme Lord. By praying to Radha Govindji, we will know the process. By praying to Radha Gopinathji, by the mercy of that particular Acharya, we will know the Krishna Prema, we'll get the Krishna Prema.
Okay, Guruji. And why the acharyas different acharyas for different Jnana Prabhuji?
Yeah, because of this all, specifically given these deities and acharyas for this particular 3 different types of knowledges.
Oh. Okay, thank you, Guruji.
Prabhuji, recording is on, so you would like to stop the recording
Yeah.
or?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.